Through painting, I experience the meaning of my own mythology and my existence in relation to others and my environment. Painting is the way I process emotions, bringing my personal unconscious into awareness to express within the collective experience of innate feelings, thoughts, and meaning shared by the whole of humanity. I paint to create meaning. Meaning is the language of art, of metaphor, and the unspoken symbolism of colors. Myths, symbols, archetypes, these are the tools of communicating meaning, of expressing the part of ourselves that connects to others participating in the collective consciousness. The renowned psychoanalyst Carl Jung wrote, "It is the function of consciousness not only to recognize and assimilate the external world through the gateway of the senses, but to translate into visible reality the world within us." Each of my paintings are a tangible translation of an emotional process. Every color in my work is an expression of experience within that emotional process. The colors, the textures, and the motion are symbols embedded in the collective consciousness that we all share and contribute to, whether we know it consciously or not. To relate to an archetypal symbol or color is to participate in the collective. Symbolism and color are a part of a universal language that does not need to be spoken, yet can be understood on a deeper level that correlates to metaphor, a subjective experience for each individual, but a cohesive experience within our connection to one another. In my work, I utilize more than paintbrushes to blend color and texture. I use many traditional and non-traditional tools, a palette knife, a stick, eyedroppers, or even a straw to disperse gold dust onto my paintings. The use of a straw allows me to implement my own breath in my creative process. Using one's breath is not an original technique. It was utilized in the prehistoric caves of Lascaux by primitive man to depict bison and aspects of their lives upon a stone wall with a mixture of saliva and ashes as paint. Abstract art is said to be very subjective to interpretation. The subjective interaction of the observer adds another dimension of meaning to my work. It is this unique interaction that allows the collective to relate to one individual aspect of itself as a whole. As the abstract artist Marcus Rothkowitz, better known as Rothko, once said, "There is no such thing as a good painting about nothing." Each of my works are based in the experience and expression of my own emotional evolution. At times, my paintings are multi-layered, painting over painting. In these instances, I may initially render a realistic painting to guide me into the abstract realm of my unconscious intent. Often I start with images from my dreams or impressions from a particular interaction with another to be elaborated into deeper meaning. Other times I may find a direct emotional connection without mining through layers of visual image. My Sumi brush characters are a reflection of my belief that the fundamental essence of a person is far more simple than the public persona worn by that person. I allow myself only 12 lines to capture the essence that I perceive in another person at a given moment in time to capture a simple, elegant depiction. 12 is a number I also use in some of my paintings. Like colors and symbols, numbers also contain meaning. The ancient Sumerians perceived 12 signs of the zodiac, as well as 12 planets, which came into modern knowledge only recently. 12 is rooted in many religions, 12 apostles, 12 tribes of Israel, etc. For example, in my painting, The Followers, there are 12 entities walking in a gray fog. Their minds are closing as they follow, leaving less and less room for enlightenment, which is represented by the gold. This painting is layered over a realistic religious painting. Beneath the abstract is Christ carrying the cross with Simon standing by. The 12 disciples are the ultimate followers, primarily receiving knowledge from authority outside themselves. The followers I have depicted here pertain to the notion that spiritual enlightenment may appear when we are no longer following another, but taking responsibility for maintaining an open mind and diligent awareness as we learn to trust our own inner authority. Animus Rising is also a layered painting. It's textured with black emerging from the void as a powerful masculine red attempts to dominate the canvas, barely contained by the clarity and understanding of white. Within each woman is the animus, or masculine, just as a man has an anima, or feminine aspect within himself. Animus rising expresses the conflict and masculine aggression that can occur when a woman struggles to bring her animus into balance. In Last Memory of Earth, there is also an issue of balance. It is a perspective standing upon the earth while simultaneously disassociating ourselves from the earth, projecting it as an image that is in the distance, as though we are distant and detached from the very place we live. The canvas is scratched and scarred, much like we continue to scar the earth. The green represents fruition, harmony, and potential growth, but through the subtle yellow of creativity is etched layers of ignorance and indulgence as the earth we stand upon recedes into a dreamlike memory. But there is hope of healing in the lavender, and traces of blue in the scars to encourage mercy. Confucius Conquers Rome is a quintessential example of a cultural tortoise and the hare. The gentle green eastern influence of the background holds the canvas as the tumultuous, chaotic tornado of Western living burns itself out in a frenzy of red passions, tangled copper technologies, and black, noisy lines. Pollinating period presents the blue moon of fertile opportunity for a woman to procreate beyond the years of maidenhood. It is layered over a painting of a large egg over a painting of a gentle baby chick. The final abstract exudes the colors of a woman in the autumn of her life. Beyond the Iron Gate is a journey through intimacy. After getting beyond the rust and limited beliefs we bring from our childhood, we take tangible steps of blue, representing wisdom and experience, into the next degree of intimacy with another, ever clinging to the red circle of passion to find yet another gate to get beyond. All the while, we are surrounded by gold and light, and passing through white moments of understanding and intermittent dark moments of aloneness. The night of the soul is always followed by the morning after. These two paintings are a set. In the night, there is no white. In the morning, there is no black. They stay together to remind us that no matter how arduous, winding, and twisted our dark night may be, there will always be a morning, though it will probably take a twisted, winding, and arduous course as well. Neptune is another winding painting, with the upheaval of emotional waters and underlying Neptunian currents of blue and gray, pulling us under and spewing us back to the surface for a brief breath of white clarity, to be resubmerged into the unfathomed ocean of our own feelings. Internal dialogue depicts the voices of those gray ghosts in the background of our history, of limited beliefs and shame that wreaks havoc on the forefront of the canvas in a red rage of erupting defiance. The background may appear at first glance to be void because the front is so bold, but in the light we can see the blue of calm wisdom and the available emotional healing of purple. With this, we can turn down the old tapes and begin to create an authentic dialogue with ourselves and others. Through painting,